Some stories don't begin with loud events or dramatic scenes. Sometimes they start with something quiet, a decision, a calculation, a single line drawn on paper that ends up saving lives. This is the true account of a woman whose pencil and mind became a lifeline for astronauts traveling far beyond Earth. Her name was Katherine Johnson. And through her, the world learned that mathematics can be as human and as compassionate as any act of courage. Katherine was born in 1918 in a small town in West Virginia. Opportunities for black girls were limited then, but her talent appeared early, so early that teachers said it felt like numbers were reaching out to her. She could see patterns before others finished reading the question. Equations that confused adults made perfect sense to her. But talent alone wasn't enough to overcome the barriers of her time. Schools, buses, libraries, everything was segregated. Entire systems were designed to keep people apart. Still, Katherine kept moving. If a door was closed, she looked for another way in. She earned a degree in mathematics, became a teacher, and shared her love of numbers with young students who sat in her classroom. One day, she heard that NASA's predecessor was hiring black women as computers, human computers, to perform complex calculations for flight research. This was before modern computers existed. Every trajectory, every test flight, every measurement had to be done by hand. Katherine applied immediately. She wasn't seeking recognition. She only wanted to do real mathematics, the kind that could lift people into the sky. Once she joined NASA, her accuracy stunned everyone. Colleagues double-checked her work, only to find that she was right down to the last decimal. But skill didn't erase discrimination. She wasn't allowed into important meetings. Her contributions often went uncredited. And even the nearest restroom was segregated, forcing her to walk 15 minutes just to return to her desk. Yet she held to a single quiet truth. I'm here for one reason: to get the numbers right. By 1962, the United States was racing against time. The Soviet Union had already sent Yuri Gagarin into orbit, and America needed a successful mission of its own. That responsibility fell on John Glenn, the first American set to orbit Earth. The mission had to succeed. Every detail mattered. A single miscalculation could lead to a disaster witnessed by the entire world. NASA used its new electronic computers to calculate Glenn's flight path and his return to Earth. But computers were still unreliable. Errors happened. No one fully trusted them. John Glenn understood the stakes. So before launch, he made a request that surprised everyone. Get the girl. Get Katherine Johnson. Have her check the computer's numbers. If she says they're good, I'm ready to go. The control room fell silent. In a mission worth millions, with national pride on the line, Glenn placed his trust in one woman with a pencil, because he already knew what NASA knew quietly. Katherine's calculations were never wrong. She spent hours running equations by hand, checking the Earth's rotation, the spacecraft's speed, fuel usage, entry angles, and the exact point where Glenn would land when he returned home. Her figures matched the machine almost exactly. NASA delivered the message. The numbers are confirmed. Only then did John Glenn climb into the spacecraft. The rocket launched and followed the path she had verified. Glenn orbited the Earth and returned safely. He became a national hero. And behind his success stood Katherine's quiet certainty. Her work didn't end there. She contributed to the Apollo 11 mission that carried humans to the moon. And she helped develop the procedures that guided the Apollo 13 crew back to Earth after their spacecraft exploded. When people asked about her role, Katherine answered with the same humility. All I ever did was make sure they could get home." To her, it wasn't fame. It was responsibility. In 2015, President Barack Obama awarded her the Presidential Medal of Freedom, the highest civilian honor in the United States. And in 2016, the world finally learned her story through the film Hidden Figures, based on Katherine Johnson and her colleagues Dorothy Vaughan and Mary Jackson, three women whose brilliance shaped the earliest years of the space age. Katherine passed away in 2020 at the age of 101. NASA released a tribute that day. "We honor a legendary mathematician and a true American hero. Her life was never about being seen. It was about doing the work that others depended on, about bringing people home even when the world didn't fully recognize her." Across decades of missions, her calculations became the foundation for everything that followed: safer flights, better models, and the trust astronauts placed in the guidance written by her hand. Even now, scientists and engineers speak her name with quiet respect. Because without Katherine Johnson, the history of space exploration might look very different. And maybe her story reminds us that the greatest breakthroughs don't always happen in front of cameras. Sometimes they are made at a desk with a pencil by someone who believes that precision can save a life. Katherine didn't chase recognition. She pursued accuracy. And through that integrity, she carried others safely back to Earth, one equation at a time.